And let's go ahead and jump into this game that we have here, and that's going to be a AFC East a rivalry, AFC East holy war in a sense. The cold New England guys, the Patriots, and the sunny Miami boys, the Dolphins, going at it is always a fun matchup with the two polar opposites of a division. One team lives in the cold, one team lives in the heat. One team's kind of always bitter, one team seems to always be happy. So it is what it is at the end of the day. And pretty much you got Pats coming in here 2-5, Dolphins 5-2. 9.5 point spread, over under 46.5. Jeff, what is it? 1990? Jeez Louise. It's like it's almost is it Marino versus Zolak? You know what I mean? Golly, you know what I mean? When you look at this one. But when I look at this game, I say to myself that the Dolphins are a damn good team, and it doesn't matter what happened in Philadelphia. Okay, Philadelphia is one of the top teams in the NFL. That was a showcase for the NFL of 2 year better teams. And usually when those games occur, the road team doesn't really do well. Okay. And it seems like the Dolphins have a bit of an issue playing in the Northeast. They just do. But it wasn't a cold night or anything. It just was not their night, but they did make the game close. The game was 17-17 at one point, pick six, all that good stuff, but they kind of grounded the offense a little bit. But let's keep it real, Jeff. If we stop doing the bias of the MVP award just for quarterbacks and get back to what the true MVP is, it's Tyreek Hill. Because Tyreek Hill is making the biggest impact for any team winning football games in the NFL, period, point blank. You know this too. And pretty much, Tua would not be having this storybook season or storybook career without Tyreek Hill. Okay. And I love the way Tua plays because y'all got to understand, I was a left handed quarterback too. And so, they always dog us out, but we know how to win those games. You know what I mean? We know how to win those games and we know how to make it look good throwing it both ways. Okay. So, you know, he has done a great job. But one thing about Tua is his spirit that keeps his team going. And that's what I like the most. And then you have a really smart coach in Mike McDaniels. He's the coach of what they are for the future. I know I was really hard on Mike too. That's why Jeff made that face. Good thing that we got the caption up. But Jeff knows that I gave McDaniels some real hell last year. But that's because he was doing a lot of cocky stuff. But he's matured. And he's a good coach. He's a good damn coach. And he's innovative and he's making a lot of moves that a lot of these coaches won't do. And he's scheming up a lot of things that these coaches are scared to do as well, too. And it's making the game much more fun to watch. And then we got the Iron Fist, Bill Belichick. The guy that won't get out of his old ass ways. But last week, his old ways did help his team win that football game. But I truly do think that this is the victory lap for Bill Belichick. It can't be Bill Belichick winning games, Jeff. No, it just doesn't work like that. Look at his face. You know what I mean? It has to be him utterly being embarrassed to get him out the room. Bill Belichick doesn't deserve to go out on a high note because how many times has he cheated the NFL? You know what I mean? And it's starting, the karma of Bill Belichick's career is starting to show up, even though I still consider Bill Belichick the greatest coach to ever live in the 21st century. But still, at the end of the day, he got a lot of, skeletons in the closet. So, I'm just really feeling like this is the last dance with the Patriots, brother. And I know that it's been just hell to pay going to Miami for the last few years. So this 9.5 point spread is almost too light for me. So I'll take it, even though they're pretty much telling me that, it looks like that the Pats are going to cover because when you do a 9.5 on a favorite, most times the dog covers that number. 6.5, 9.5 are the numbers of death because they know you're going to jump all over the favorite with that one. But I don't care, Jeff. I'm taking the Dolphins. They're winning by 2 touchdowns or better. Book it. What are your thoughts? Who do you have winning again?
Another revenge spot. Week 2, the Dolphins came to New England, and after the first quarter, we're up 17-3, and it was Katie bar the door. We were singing taps, playing taps, Amazing Grace before the start of the Bills game on Sunday. And as you said, blink once, 3-0, blink twice, 10-0. Thanks for playing Patriots. And actually had to come from behind, and Mac Jones, I think the first one I can remember, taking the ball, excuse me, on the final possession, driving for a touchdown. The emergence of D. Douglas. Zeke has actually looked good. Stevenson looked good. Kendrick Bourne looked good. Now they travel to South Beach, where just basic math, I'm trying to figure the math out. This is, one of those 28-17 games Vegas is telling us here. I bought the hook. I took the Pats up to 10. I drink a little Kool-Aid here. Miami bouncing off a good bounce back spot. Do I expect Miami to win? Yes, I do. Jeff Wilson now back in the helm. Devin A-Chain still out. Jalen Waddle left the game, came back dealing with back spasms. Keep an eye on that one. Too much Tyreek. He was my number 3 pick overall. I did move him up in my fantasy drafts. Having a hell of a year. Dolphins win, Pats cover, Pops. How's that?
All right, sounds good to me. It sounds like something that can absolutely happen. Me and Jeff had that happen last week with the Colts and the Browns. I had the Browns winning. He had the 2. They win by 1. We both win. So it's all good. All right. So pretty much we move forward. Let's go ahead and get into a matchup that I always like to